Welcome back everyone to Planet Crafter, the Toxicity DLC, and the planet is looking quite nice at the moment. In between episodes I've built a couple extra lockers. I've just gone out and collect some basic resources, so I was fed up, kept on running out of iron and silicon. Just done a little bit of tidying up in here, sort of putting things together. So we have a good amount of resources. Now our number in the top right hand corner isn't going the fastest. So there's a couple of things I want to achieve on this episode. One, we want to fully loot that, because we did start and take all the toxic out there last time. We want to loot it, because one of the biggest issues we've got, and it's also the issue why I haven't got the map chip, is because it all comes from blueprints, and we have just struggled with blueprints on this run. So we haven't got the 2x2s, we haven't got the rockets, we haven't got the GPS. There's a lot of technology we're behind of because it's all in blueprint chips, and we just haven't been lucky with that. So I think the first thing I want to do is pick up the algae, because we are going to be needing that for what I plan to do today. We should, I think it's 9 from every one of these big ones, so we should have about 18 every time we unload this, because we've got 2 of them down. Well, I think we've got 2 T2s. I'll have a check in a second. If not, it'll be 14. No, we've just got the 1 down, so it should be... Okay, we got 15. Okay, I didn't realise you got that much out of it. That's nice. The next thing I want to actually be doing as well is, if you have a look in this rock, we've got all these fuses doing nothing. So I want to set down a lot of optimizers, and now we've got the biolab, we can do that. So I think there was a purification in the last base we was in, a little generator at the bottom saying put one of these in there. So basically I want to have enough to do about 6 optimizers, and that will really push our numbers. And then we've also got rods over here, so we can put some power up. Got a good amount of super alloy, so we can use it now. So I'm happy about all that. We might have to go out and pick up some loose iridium, because there isn't that much there. And we haven't got too much sulfur. Hopefully we've got enough to do what I want to do. I think that's what the explosive powders are. I hate that it's all the way back here, but unfortunately we can't do too much about it. Oh no, it's 2 sulfur and 1 iridium. I always get that recipe wrong. And I did make a little cut through. I was fed up with having to keep going out the door and coming in the other. We can make 3 explosive powders, so that's a start at least. And actually, I think I want to change this to algae. And I'm pretty certain I spelled that wrong. Yeah, it's AE, not EA. And it helps if I press the right keys. And then we'll put the aluminum in the algae container over here. I think that's a bit better. We will have a proper sorting out as soon as I can get them 2x2 rooms. But yeah, that's a good amount of algae we've got stored up for when we want to make stuff. 3 explosive powders. We'll start on the optimizers, I think, then. We do have a lot more iridium if we need to. I think it's over that area. I've seen it on the floor. Okay, so what was the rest of the recipe for the optimizers? So we could only do 1. I forgot it was 2 explosives each. Uranium rod, cobalt, and 2 iron. I think I'm going to try and do 2. It would mean killing all my sulfur. So I could do with trying to find a sulfur area on this side of the map. So where did we put our screens? I think it was over here. So currently our purification is at 10,000. And I think that's the thing that's really pushing up our terraformation. So do we have any of those over this side of the map? No. So if we're going to put an optimizer down, I'm going to want to build 5 of these to optimize it. So I need a lot of resources. And it is gels, isn't it, on that one as well? So I think that's... we've got some mushrooms. What was it? It was these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, I'm going to need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to have enough mushrooms to do as much as I want. And I think it's water, the third item, isn't it? Yep. And we should have a good amount in here. And if we need to, I can just chuck some more toxic water in here, which I will do in a minute. Let's build some gels first. How many have I got? 1. Okay, hydration's critical. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to that. And I need to empty my food containers out. Just to keep the food flowing. And I do need to get some more of them up in this episode as well, so there's another thing to add to the list. And I think we'll just eat one of them. Okay, so how many gels? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get 4 purification up at least. And we would have to go hunting for mushrooms, but we did see some mushrooms in that cave over there. If I get 4 of these, and then just... Oh, actually, I couldn't get a basic... Where's it saying I've got mushrooms from? Oh, no, I've still got 2 mushrooms left. What are we missing? Oh, it's just 2 water. Okay, in that case, where's my lake water? In here. Get 10 more in, so that will get me 10 more water. And I can start building the stuff in the meantime. Plastics. We should have some complete here. And where we're going to be putting them. We'll put them by the rocks here. Let me just remind myself of those numbers. I do like to see my numbers change. Trying to see what that one was. It's just a normal one. So we're on 10,240. And then when we send the rocket up later, that's going to push it even more. Okay, so we need 3 more plastics making. And then what are we missing for the next one? We would need 2 more purification gels. Just making sure. Yeah, we've only got 4 up. Have we got that water I needed? We have. That's nice. It will use most of my resources, but I'd rather the resources being used than just sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, we've used all the plastic out of there. And I'm probably going to need to... Oh, no, we got 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We'll need to put some... what's just the plastic? The goop. I don't know if we ever need this stuff later. I doubt it, just with the amount you've got on the planet. That'll give a good amount of resources in there for the next time we need stuff. I think I'm out of toxins. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we can get the 5th down. And the reason you want the 5 down at the start is because the tier 1 optimizers only boost 5 items. So having these little batches of 5 and the optimizer right next to it is the best way to start off. So we wanted, for the optimizers, 2 iron and a cobalt. And then we're also going to need that purification fuse. So just check our numbers now. We've put ours up. We're up to 14,690. And let's just drop an optimizer on the corner here, right next to these. Put the fuse in. Does this work how I think it's going to work? Yes, it does. So if we have a look at each one of these, you will see it's got a 500% bonus. And that's probably took us over 20,000. 32,490. And we can send rockets up to make that even better. So I think that's a good start off. We could build one more optimizer. What sort of resources have we got over here? Nothing really, because I'm all at the other side of the map still. How are we doing with power? Because it's not infinite, even though we put all that power. We've still got 940. I think I am going to want to get a power station down. Just get some of these T2 ones down. Super alloy and 3 water bottles. And then we'll do some more optimizers later. We'll go out and explore for a little bit. And we'll have our little power bank over here for the moment. And again, I will boost these with a power as soon as I've got 5 built. And that will give us a good amount of power. That should give us about 300. So we should be about 1,200. Yeah, nearly 1,300. That's quite nice. One of the T2s, 2 of the T1s. We could take the 2 T1s down and get the super alloy back. But those are the other side of the map. So that's a little way off at the moment. So let's get ready to go out and explore. We actually don't need the purification stuff. I think I might just empty this machine out. Make some plastics. Take you out, take you out. Just while we're out, it can start making stuff for us. But yeah, we don't need anything because we've already done the toxic in the area at the moment. I could just chuck these back outside, that's fine. Yeah, let's get prepared, ready to go and explore that last place. I want them blueprint chips. And then we'll come back and hopefully if we've got time, we'll still do some rockets. Don't think there was anything that was unlocking really soon. Orbital screen. So seed rocket's the next big one at 650, so that's double the score. And we should get the T4 eaters. But I will need a lot more iridium rods for that. So yeah, let's come over here because this is where we put our oxygen. I am going to take some oxygen with me. Take a food. And I think 1 water's enough because I think there's some more resources over there. And if you didn't understand the title of the last thumbnail or the last episode, this is basically looks like Dr. No's base out of the original James Bond movie. And that's what it reminded me of. And because we've already cleared this area and there shouldn't... Oh, actually, I was going to say there shouldn't be anything in here. That's fine. We'll take the up with us and move it further in now. Because it doesn't need to be out of... Because there's no toxic in here anymore. I want to go all the way to the bottom because we never got down there the last time we was on the platform. So I think everything at the top we're pretty much done. So I think I'm going to drop this base on the middle level. And we'll try and drop it by... If it will allow us to build in here, that's it. I've not even checked. We know this up here leads us to another base on that side we've got. There is some chests there. There's a lot of scrap around here. We can get a lot of iron. Where is the platform down? Oh, it's over this sort of side. There it is. So if we're just pushing up down here. Oh, I forgot to bring the purification I was going to do as well. So it will allow us to build here. That's good. And then we did have a locker, so we might as well just put it back up. Just while we're looting this place. I think I might want to grab those chests, what we just saw. Oh, actually. They're probably full of toxic saying that. Want one more iron. There's an iron scrap here. If I'd have brought some plastic with me, we could have put a toxic container down here. But we just have to deal with lockers for the moment. Yeah, all the toxic stuff can go into here. But this... and everything else can go into the front one. So we are going to need water. Let's just use it. Carry a food on me. So I think I want to get down before I explore anything more. Ah, oxygen. Take that with me as well as a backup. I want to go to the bottom level first. Because that's where we finished off the last episode. We knew there was a big pile of mushrooms down here, and that's something I am struggling with. Ah, there's toxic water. So I need to go and bring my toxic thing across here. Out of the lake. Let's see how much water's in here. Not actually giving me a toxic number on there. So it looks like it's something we haven't got to purify. Okay, let's start taking everything down. After iridium rod back. Lots of spores down here if we need it. That was all the goo stuff I chucked on the floor the last time. Let's just pick it up. I like a tidy house. There is a free water bottle there, so that's nice. Some high quality food. That's the second one we picked up. And there's the mushrooms I want to collect. And from what I've been told, these do respawn. So if we collect them now, we can come back later and collect them. I don't know what the respawn time is. It's something we'll check. Pop down here every couple of episodes. But yeah, this is the thing I spotted in the last one. So that's a purification. I think I'm going to go and grab that purification thing. Making sure nothing of these has got any toxic water. So I thought I would need to bring the toxic water thing down here as well. Nice amount of resources there. And some osmium. We do still have a bit of osmium in the base, but it's not going to last us forever. Oh, actually, it's up. I was going to say, where's my base? It's upstairs. We'll just make a couple of little trips. And then take all the good stuff back with us. Just trying to see if I could deconstruct that. But unfortunately not. Okay, so let's dump the toxic stuff in there. And we didn't pick up any more iron. So I could do with a couple of more pieces of iron. We are going to need to eat, so we'll have that now. Water's good, so I don't need to carry it. Let's go and find some iron stacks, build another locker. Or take some... Okay, so there's scrap down the back here. Well, it's going to get me the iron, so that's good. Just don't remember if we actually check to make sure these... Yeah, none of them's proper lockers. And yeah, I thought I saw a couple of boxes out here. I want to loot this area as well. Very nice. A free rod. Some super alloy. Aluminium. Some tungsten. We'll take these down. If I can find something to take one more piece of iron, which is here, I think I can get 2 more lockers in that base. And again, this is only going to be temporary. Eventually, I will take all this back to a base somewhere. And we don't need to build anything for actually, I'm still 1 iron short. I thought I had 1 more. Ah, there it is. That gives me enough lockers up here at least. I think I'll put aluminium, super alloy, and mushrooms in here. Actually, no, we'll put the tungsten in here. Those are like the rarer stuff, and that's going to be the locker I take with me. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to put mushrooms in there as well. Unfortunately, no chips, and that's the one thing I'm desperately after from here. Maybe there's none in this unit, and we've got to go to a different unit. Looking around the outside, because we did see them building things to see if there was like an exit in. Let's go and check over the back there, make sure there's no like golden crate or anything hidden around the edges or caves. Just looks too interesting here not to have something. I'm finding nothing at the moment. There's like a pipe coming down. Yeah, it just doesn't look like there's anything. I'll check on that side in a minute. But I'm not seeing any way. Just have a look at this because it looks like a different texture. No, it just looks like something's not rendered in. Might need a jetpack 2 to get up this because that looks fairly steep. Nope, we have got up. Anything nice up here? Just a cool area. But no secrets by the looks of it. Okay, let's finish doing these lockers. Ooh, bioplastic. That's nice. That's what we needed to get the second. Ah, we've got a purification fuse there. Fantastic. That's what I was hoping to find here. We are running out of oxygen, but I've got the oxygen on me. I want to see what this thing does. Might be a waste of a fuse. There's a lot of shaking. Oh, the water's going down. There's a bottom area with more toxic stuff. I think I've got just enough time to get back up to my hut without having to use my oxygen. Oh no, that's going down. Well, in that case, we're going to have to use the oxygen. Well, I wasn't expecting this. And there's the T4 eater. Let's have a look in this chest. Put the toxic stuff away. Take the rod. Anything else I can dump on me? I need lermers. The plant can stay here. We'll come back to this area in a second. But yeah, a nice little secret area at the bottom. There's a ramp going out into something over the back there as well. Okay, so this is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. There's stairs going up. I think this is the lift to take me up. And I did pick up enough iron for another container up here at least. Very dark in here. I will put my flashlight on just to, I don't know how dark it's going to be when we come to putting the videos up on YouTube. Yeah, it's just one. I need a couple of more pieces of iron to do the next one. But yeah, look at all that super alloy from here. Keep this for the better resources. So that's that oxygen multipliers. Lermas, we'll put the flowers in here. And I'll put the tungsten in here. Probably we'll put that stuff in here as well. Okay, hydration. We'll just have that, but we are down to our last water. We'll take the oxygen, we don't need that. I want to clear that bottom area of purification. So if we've got to go into purification, we might as well... Oh, there's some water. Fantastic. I need another food. That's what I was looking for. I thought I had an oxygen on me just... Yeah, there it is. We could probably just jump down. Being as though we've cleared the secret part at the bottom, let's go and do that one first. That's going to be this one here, I think. And it was only like 20-30, so we'll try and clear up all the toxic in here. Now, does this lake have... No, it's not giving me anything to clear on there with water. Okay, we've got some super alloy and stuff in there. Let's do the toxic first. Because if I have to... Oh, look at that. Another pile of mushrooms. I think I am going to be taking those. Anything at the end over here? No, just rubble. But I'm guessing one of these paths is going to lead to something. But yeah, I was only expecting to come over here, 10 minutes, have it looted. And then moving on to the next area. But we got 15 left. Some more scraps over there. Let's have a look at these chests. It's all that good loot. I think I'll just fill up these boxes with toxic at the moment. Just too much good stuff. Well, I'm going to take down because I'm going to be building some things very soon. Just watching my oxygen in the bottom corner. So we can put 2 more away to take 2 more good loot. Okay, so we've got about 10 spaces. Let's go back up. I'd rather not use the oxygen if I don't need to, and being so we've got to go and offload. But then again, if I'm not going to use the oxygen, I could have collected 10 more items if I'd have thought about it. So that sort of changed what I'm doing in this episode because I wasn't expecting any of this. But yeah, I'm happy about all those mushrooms. Rocket engine's definitely very good. Shake these out for the moment. Dump you all in there. Okay, so food I'm not going to need right now, but I'll need soon. I think I can do without water on this trip. Let's see. Let's take a toxic thing with us this time. I've got one on me. Just allows us to stay down there that little longer. And then see if we can clear the whole of that area this time. If we could find enough resources down here, which I doubt, we could probably put a nut at the bottom. That's probably the best once we clear it out. So out of here and then come to this. Just checking the time, already 30 minutes on this episode. So yeah, it goes way too quick when you're having fun in this game. Okay, we've only got 11, so this might be the last pile of it. I'm actually looking to see if there's enough scrap. Okay, so we've got some super alloy and aluminium. What's down here? There's definitely something hidden behind the rocks there. I'm guessing we probably need... Oh, chip. Fantastic. Need some iron anyway. I'm looking to build an hut now. But we need to clear this stuff out before we can do huts. So we are clear, so we can do an hut. So you should give me the silicon, and then I'm just looking for some iron and titanium. And apparently there's another purification thing, so there might be more levels to this. Okay, that's the one we filled up. What are we looking for? We need another iron and another titanium. Irons. Oh, another chip. Very nice. Oxygen's about halfway. Can eat that food. I think we can just take that. That gives me the iron. So I'm a titanium short from building a nut. And I can't see any more scraps down here. Let's not risk anything. And which way was it? This way. Take another dump off. And if I have got titanium upstairs, I will bring it down to get a nut at the bottom. Now, we do have 2 purification capsules. Do want to just explore this in this episode. Just keep going down. Might not be worth it. It might be worth it. I don't know. It's just all new to me, this is. I think we might have enough stuff to... Oh. What do I want to do? I need titanium. So we do have a nut. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. It also means we've got enough to get a screen down so I can get those chips unlocked. Please give me a 2x2 and please give me the mapping. Area lamp. Not one of the ones I want. And a GPS. Okay, it was a technology we was missing. It's not the super sexy stuff I really want. Just trying to put some sort of idea of a semblance of where everything is for when I come back. So we're not going to need purification anymore. We've done the purification down there. We've got enough for an hut. We'll take whatever iron we've got sitting up here. Because I'm going to need some sort of chest in there most likely. We want to take the oxygen and we're going to need to take the water this time. Food we should be okay on. But yeah, a lot of good stuff here to take back to the main base. And I'm tempted to go out and get those 2 purification fuses we've got and see how far this goes down. Do I want to go straight away to the bottom? Yeah, we'll go straight away to the bottom. There's some super alloy and things I want to collect down here. Let's finish doing the chests. That's just goo. We'll just leave that stuff there. Come back for it if we ever need it. 3 chests there we'll come back to in a minute. Want to take these scraps. I really wanted that 2x2 room. Let's have a look what's in these. Super alloys. Take the tungsten. I'm going to leave that there for the moment. Rocket engine. Take you, take you. And I do want to build some better eat, so we'll take the completed rods. Bioplastic has definitely got to come and osmium's definitely got to come. We'll leave that for later. That's super alloy. Oh, we got a little message screen here. Audio log. Come on, you lazy bones. It's time to get moving. The resources on this planet aren't going to distract themselves. It's not my fault you're here. You only have yourself to blame, so don't expect any pity from me. Get a move on if you want to eat tonight, and don't bother whining. Nobody can hear you in the corner of the universe. A very pleasant chap. Being as though that's quite a prominent thing to do, let's drop our up right here. That clears a bit of space out of me, so I can loot a bit more stuff. Could just get a basic chest down. I would like to get 2 more iron, though. You was just goo. And yeah, there's definitely a door behind there as well. This isn't the one we saw earlier. So I'm guessing once we go down further, we can get access to that stuff. That's just the wall. You're quite interesting over there. More super alloy. Lock it down the back. We'll take the eater. That's a 3 uranium rod. Wow. Okay, what am I not going to need in here right this second? Well, going to need a water, so take one of them. Definitely want the osmium. I think I'll leave an aluminium for a super alloy. Yeah, we've got to go back up. Just want to have a nose at this because this was looking... No, it just looks like something under... Yeah, there's boxes or there's definitely something under the ground there. Just make sure we've done all these yet. I think we've looted the best part of what's down on this level at least. I want to go back up and then I want to go back to the main base. The last couple episodes have been over an hour. I don't want that to be the normal. Or a chip, okay. Chips are priority. I should have left the screen up upstairs. Food. Don't need any food, but we are going to be needing oxygen soon. What was in the bottom one? Leave an aluminium, take that. Leave an aluminium, take that. I don't think I've got any more stuff up here to do another chip, so we might just have to go and drop a load back to base. But I think that's been a more than a successful trip. And the next time we come here, we'll bring 2 purification fuses, see if we can unlock the next area down. But I think that's going to be in another episode, not this one. Just looking to see if I've got an iron and a silicon. Well, if we dump, say, some of this out just for the moment, we could probably find an iron and a silicon from breaking down stuff around the area. Definitely going to get iron from that. I think these small ones do magnesium and these do iron and titanium. I only picked that tip up from KJ. I heard him mention it on the videos. I never actually noticed it. We can get a silicon from there. And then we can build a little power screen or a little blueprint or lock chip up here. Best to unlock the chips and not take the chips back with you. It saves an inventory space. So yeah, we'll just keep this up here. Semi-permanent at the moment. And there's the 2x2 rooms. So in the next one, as much as I want to do more exploring, I think I want to start building a base. We've got a good amount of super alloy in here. So what do I want to take? I think I'll leave all the aluminium. I want to take the rods. The water and food and stuff, that can stop here. Just look at all that super alloy we've got. We've actually got too much good stuff. I do want to take the rods back, and I do want to take the bioplastics. Those have to be gone. Osmium can wait because I'm not going to use them immediately, and I do have some at the base. Is there any more rods I've got sitting in here I want to take with me? Yes, there's a rod there. I'm more interested in the red rods than the green ones. There's nothing in there I desperately want to take. Cobalt I don't need to take. So I think I'm happy with everything in there. I'll take the tungsten just in case I want to make a new tungsten rod. Part of me is just thinking fill up with super alloy. We'll take the fuse. And I think I will take the fertilizer. I would really like the mushrooms. I think that's a good amount of stuff to take. We're going to be coming back multiple times. That goes down. That takes me out the back entrance. There's the ramp. That's what I was looking for. We could probably try and jump that gap, but I don't want to risk it and end up at the bottom level. And that's our exit way out. But I'm definitely happy about getting that 2x2 room. And this time I am definitely going to be building the base off the ground a bit more than I did the last time. I mean, I'm more than happy to put it on this hill here, because we'll all be doing a lot in here. This area up here is fairly flat. I'm thinking up on top of the hill there. Now, I think I need a lot of titanium for these huts, the 2x2 huts. But yeah, definitely going to be migrating in the next episode, make it a bit more permanent than we've got. Good amount of tungsten. And yeah, we do have 2 more purification fuses, so that's what I was hoping for. We do have a lot of... We didn't pick up any sulfur. So I think in between episodes, I'm going to jump into the other side of the map and grab some sulfur. But I want to have a look at getting some of the T4 down before I call this episode. So I would need explosive powders and 3 super alloys. I don't know if I've got any snow. I've only got 1 piece of sulfur. So I can get 1 down. 1's better than none. And I think I will get to the other side of the map in between where we're going to be putting these. Let's put eat in a little different place. Let's put it over here. And that's going to really pump up our eat numbers. So that's giving 538 without optimizers on there. But yeah, the sulfur is what's holding me back from doing the optimizers I really wanted to do in this level. Or this episode. I think might chuck another power down. So what was that? Come on, power. Wood. Explosive powders, which we can't do. So that's not going to happen in this one. What can I do to finish off? Well, I did mention about rockets. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rockets. Let's see what we needed to send up a couple of purification rockets. I like to take my rockets up to about 5. It really pushes your numbers. So that would be the one. We haven't got a pinning chip. So we would need 2 purification gels. Use some of the tungsten, some plastics. So let's make 6 purification gels and 6 plastic as our priority. Did I bring enough mushrooms? No. Okay, so we get 2 of them up. So 4 water and 4 the completed ones of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also going to mean 4 rocket engines. And then 4 water. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like it's gone for the toxic water already. Let's dump another batch in. That should be enough. That'll be processed before the next episode, and let's see if we can make them. So it was 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of those, and a tungsten, if I remember right. But yeah, I've definitely got to go back to the starting area and start bringing some of that technology over here. Get a load of sulfur especially. But let's get 2 rockets up. And we know there's a load of mushrooms in the crates over there, so we can bring them back as well. But I think that's a fairly successful episode. We haven't gone up to nearly 100,000 on our purification and our terraformation. It's shouting at me, so let's... oh, T4 drills, that's something nice in the next episode. I think I've got some of the basic food. I want to get rid of this first. And let's empty this out. Just so we've always got a bit of water hanging around if we want to do. So yeah, we've really pushed up. We've explored a lot of things. Okay, not as much as I wanted, but we found secrets I wasn't expecting to find in this episode. We do have them purification. I think in the next time, I do need to jump in between bases, get a load of sulfur, and then we can start pushing up 1 for power, or at least maybe get a second power. Get the power fuse on there as well, so that gives us plenty of stuff to use, because we're currently sitting about 1,200, but I'd like to see that like 2,000 plus. But yeah, that's all going to be in the next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and I'll be seeing you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching.